A brand new Pokemon GO event is going to be happening that's going to be themed around Hisuian Growlithe. This will be the debut of the shiny form of this Pokemon, which is incredibly exciting. And they're also going to be doing a lot of activities and giving you a lot of rewards based on routes. I'm going to be explaining everything regarding this in-game event in this video, so let's get right into it. Yo, how's it going everyone? It's me, it's Jinsula. I hope you're having a good day and welcome to today's Pokemon GO video. Today we're going to be talking about this Hisuian Growlithe event. I'm really excited about this one because we have a brand new shiny that's coming to Pokemon GO, and this is a shiny that I've been wanting for a very long time. On top of that, there's going to be a whole bunch of rewards related to the routes feature, which I think is going to make this event kind of a makeup event to the launch of routes. I'm really hoping it ends up going well because routes have needed something really good to happen to it for a very long time, and this event is definitely going to be that. But real quick, let's go over the details of this event. The title of this event is going to be called Out to Play, and it's going to be themed around Hisuian Growlithe and regular Growlithe. Now, this event is going to be happening on Wednesday, September 27th at 10 o'clock a.m. local time, and it's going to go until Monday, October 2nd at 8 o'clock p.m. local time. Now, the potential wild encounters during this event is going to include Psyduck, regular Growlithe, Onix, Eevee, Feebas, Woobat, and Pawmi, and some trainers might even encounter Arcanine. Now, all of these Pokemon can potentially be shiny except for Pawmi, which is going to be really exciting for shiny collectors because there's a lot of Pokemon that has a shiny form that hasn't been seen in a while, specifically Feebas and Psyduck. Now, unfortunately, Hisuian Growlithe is not going to be featured as a wild spawn. However, it will be hatching from 2km eggs and 7km eggs, and you will be able to get the shiny form of this Pokemon. Personally, I'm not a fan of that because that means this event is essentially going to be pay to win. Unless you have a whole bunch of incubators and you're able to hatch a whole bunch of eggs, chances are you will not see even one shiny Hisuian Growlithe during this event. However, if you do have the egg space as well as the incubators, I highly suggest you use them because this will be a prime opportunity to pick up this shiny, and I guarantee you it's not going to return for a while. Now, for the event bonuses during this event, you're going to see a lot more Kecleon appearing in Pokestops. You're also going to be getting 3 times the experience bonus for completing a route. And here's a really big one, you'll be able to earn buddy candy a lot faster while exploring routes with your buddy. So this means routes are going to be incredibly important during this event because if you're walking legendaries, for example, you'll be able to collect candies at a much faster rate as long as you're walking routes. Now, from field research tasks, you're also going to be seeing Hisuian Growlithe, Hisuian Sneasel, Hisuian Qwilfish, as well as Pawmi. Now, this is an alternate way for you to pick up shiny Hisuian Growlithe, so make sure you go out and complete as many field research tasks as you can, because that could be a great free-to-play avenue for you to pick up shiny Hisuian Growlithe. Next up, there's going to be a free event-exclusive timed research that's going to be focused on routes, and it's going to give you a whole bunch of spawns with Hisuian Growlithe. Once again, this is another opportunity for you to pick up this shiny in a free-to-play method, so make sure you complete this timed research because this could be the way that you pick up this new shiny Pokemon. Now, alongside this free timed research, there's also going to be a paid timed research for $2 USD. And the rewards that you're going to get for this timed research include 6 encounters with Hisuian Growlithe, 5 encounters with regular Growlithe, 2 incubators, and 1 super incubator. Now, in my personal opinion, this paid timed research is actually worth it. The only caveat is that it is a timed research, so you will need to complete it during this event, otherwise you're going to lose out on all of those rewards and essentially waste $2 USD. In my opinion, this one is actually worth buying if you're willing to spend the money because getting the incubators by themselves is about $2, so you're essentially getting your money's worth. And of course, those incubators can be used towards hatching 2km eggs and 7km eggs during this event, which is going to increase your chance at picking up a shiny Hisuian Growlithe. Also going on during this event is going to be a couple of Pokestop showcases, which are going to feature both Growlithe and Hisuian Growlithe. So if you end up catching an XXL Hisuian Growlithe or regular Growlithe, make sure you save those for these Pokestop showcases. They're a great way to pick up additional rewards, so you do not want to miss out on that. And then, of course, there's going to be new avatar items that are going to be themed around Hisuian Growlithe. And To be honest with you, I think this avatar item is actually pretty funny. It's going to cost 200 Pokecoins in the in-game shop, so if you have a bunch of spare coins lying around, it might be worth buying this particular hat because of how hilarious it is. And then finally, this is probably the biggest part about this event, but Niantic is actually going to be upgrading and updating routes in Pokemon GO. Once this event kicks off, they are going to be increasing route availability across the globe. They're going to lower the level requirement for trainers to create routes, and then several quality of life improvements, including seeing more routes listed in the nearby menu, directional arrows on routes, and a running count of Zygarde cells that you've collected in the Zygarde Cube are also going to be featured. They also stated that in the future, there's going to be more routes that are going to be approved, so hopefully that means you're going to be able to see a lot more routes. So yeah, overall, that is pretty big news because routes have needed a lot of fixing ever since they were released. I think routes have been in kind of a beta state, which is kind of funny because it did have a beta testing period, and I really do hope these improvements actually make this a legitimate form of gameplay because as of right now, there are a lot of problems with routes, and I really do hope that with these new changes, it's going to get a lot more attention because I feel like a lot of players do not care about routes, and even though they give you some really good rewards, like elite charge TMs and elite fast TMs, for example, a lot of players still ignore this mechanic because of how it launched. And maybe this event is going to change all that because I do think that with these upcoming changes, it will make this feature a lot better. And hopefully it's going to get a lot of players involved. My only concern is, of course, recently we did hear that some players were getting banned for submitting Pokestops in gyms as well as routes. And I really hope that's not going to be the case when more players are creating routes after they lower the level requirements. So yeah, it's going to be a wait and see period. I mean, I really do hope that there's going to be a lot more routes in local areas, and I really do hope that a lot of players get more involved in the creation of routes. In my opinion, that was actually a cool aspect of this feature, the fact that it is user generated. You can have a lot of people do a lot of unique things with routes, and I really do think that if it meets its potential, it's going to be a mainstay feature of Pokemon GO moving forward. But yeah, the success of this particular event is definitely going to contribute to that. I do like the fact that they are introducing shiny Hisuian Growlithe, but I think the main feature of this event is going to be related to those routes changes, and I really do hope people are paying attention to that. But yeah, in any case, that's going to be it for this video. Now, I would love to know your thoughts regarding this event down below in the comments. Are you excited for shiny Hisuian Growlithe? Are you actually going to be paying attention to routes after this event starts? I would love to know all of your thoughts regarding everything that I talked about, and let's have a great discussion. And thank you so much for making it to this point in the video. If you ended up enjoying it and found it to be informative, make sure you hit that thumbs up button and subscribe for more videos just like this one. And I want to give a quick shout out to all of my patrons on Patreon. You all make this channel content possible. If you want to become a permanent member on my in-game friends list, then make sure you go and check out my Patreon page, because for all of my patrons, they get all the raid invites as well as the friendship bonuses of being my friend in Pokemon GO. And yeah, I do try to be active when it comes to raids and try to send out raid invites to specifically my Patreon supporters, so if you want to raid with me, that is a great way for you to do so. And of course, if you want to support my channel non-monetarily, you could always do so by following me on social media. My handle is @Jinsula, and I'm on the following platforms. Alright, and that's going to be it. I'm Jinsula, be safe, have fun, love yourself, and I'll catch you all later.